So
Tell me about the teens. What do you do with teens?
Yeah, the
teens are tricky, says the mother of a teen.
So I just have a different perspective on that. Teens are my favorite age group of human. They always have been, from working in the high schools and the middle schools. I've taught cooking classes for ages, and I've always been drawn to the teens. I'm a very sarcastic person. I'm very blunt, and I feel like they accept it and appreciate it the most, and I accept and appreciate their version of it as well. I've always kind of been drawn to the teen that maybe might get into trouble at school, or maybe doesn't really have a very good support system via friends or family. Those are the ones that I'm like, come to me. You are my baby now. And I really like to teach them things and show them that, their lives are meaningful and they could do these things. And I really like to, when we have a very hard task in the kitchen that's maybe tedious, boring, if you will, I like to just remind them who it's for. And we start to talk about, this week we're probably feeding this man who is going through this.
Right.
And we're feeding this woman who's going through this and her kids. And
it's that story
it's
of who's actually going to be eating this.
And it's not just our adult volunteers understand it because they've lived through more life. The teens, they're pretty self-centered, right? They don't understand that part of it yet.
I've noticed that about teens.
So just kind of including them in that part of it, I think really does make a difference.
Where did the teens come from, or how did they find out about you?
Many different ways. So right now I believe our name is in 18 different high schools or school systems throughout the greater Grand Rapids area. And it's anything from word of mouth is the first go round. We do have somebody that goes into the schools and does presentations, maybe for different clubs, National Honor Society or government class or whatever they need.
Yeah.
Yes. And then just different community events. Just a lot of people come to us via the internet. They'll just do a search. Like a lot of those teens have to do service hours for whatever club, or a lot of them are doing it just to build their college resume. There's different reasons, but they will just type in teen volunteer opportunities, and we pop up within the first couple of ones. And I think a lot of people are drawn to our volunteering specifically because it's, number one, very meaningful and very hands-on.
Yep.
And they're also learning a skill.
I know. I'm like, their learning must be just exponential.
It is. So I do have 3 assistants in my kitchen.
Yeah.
So there are 3 other adults that work for me and, train under me. So, my hands are extended. I always say I love our adult volunteers in the kitchen, but if you're an adult volunteer coming to my kitchen, I expect that you at least know how to make a meal for yourself at home. I'm not there to teach the adult. It's okay, Chris. I'll teach you.
I know.
It's fine. It's fine.
I can drive. I can be a driver. And I have volunteered as a driver, and that's kind of like my goal.
We'll see. And that's why we have all of the different opportunities, right? But for the teens, I will teach them everything. And I do. From from the way to hold a knife, and most people hold a knife incorrectly coming in just because they've not been taught. And we talk about why we hold the knife that way. But from knife cuts to making the dishes and different, cooking techniques, all the way to cleanup. And the cleanup is my favorite part of it. You don't know how many 15, 16-year-olds come into my kitchen and I ask them to sweep, and they hold a broom in a manner that would not move dirt anywhere.
Yes.
But
sweeping itself is a skill. But I'm the person you would have to teach how to hold a knife. So I think will keep me kind of driving.
That's fine.
I'll stay as a driver. But I will say one of the other things I really appreciated when I went onto your website is how flexible the hours and the rules are.
Yeah.
And, if I have a family vacation one week or a conflict with a school meeting, I can volunteer these 2 Wednesdays or these Tuesdays.
Yeah, we don't ask for any sort of
and get it all on. And just how comfortable I felt, too. It's a really nice group of people, and I think part of that is the age diversity.
Yeah,
having
it's really cool.
The younger volunteers with the older.
Yes. Yeah, I love watching that crossover, and I really love watching teens from different schools get to know each other. It's very rare. Now, we are in East Grand Rapids, so we do get a lot of East Grand Rapids teens, obviously. But like I said, 18 different schools. I'll have 6 teens in my kitchen, and they might be from 6 different schools in one day.
And I feel like where you are, you're on Hall and Grace Episcopal Church.
Yep,
if I
we
could
run
say that.
Yeah, I know it's tongue twisting.
Yeah, but it's a nice intersection of different neighborhoods. GR Christian.
It's very accessible. We have fantastic parking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a hard drive in from most areas.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had teens from Kent City and Jenison and Clyde Park come, pretty far out there.
That's amazing. Yeah.